Welcome to Kalamazoo, Michigan, Waldo Stadium, home to the Western Michigan Broncos, where we have a terrific matchup in store. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the MAC, the Ohio Bobcats, squaring off with another team from the MAC, the Western Michigan Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Murphy. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bobcats' return team didn't help matters out much with that one. And here comes this quarterback. This entire offense is built around him. He is the engine of the entire team.
I mean, he's the leader. He's the alpha. Everybody looks towards him. He's been doing it all year long. Everybody believes in this young man. Big opportunity, big stage.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Bobcats in the hurry up. Now they'll run the draw. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Bobcats will try to pin them back with the punt. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Broncos offense has the ball for the first time. The offense set for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the catch. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. That last completion has him set up 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Nice coverage on the back end. Great job. Nothing open right away. The QB holds the ball in the pocket, and the pass rush finally gets home. Sometimes it's the DBs doing great work. Sometimes it's the defensive lineman winning up front.
Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. Boy, 3-and-out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive.
Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Wide out in motion. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. They punted on their first drive of the game, and now they have to convert on 3rd down to nowhere to go, and the ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
The Broncos line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that 1st quarter. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the defense grabs it, and they're taking it the other way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bobcats. The defense takes matters into their own hands.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. He's going to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Hendricks. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. The Bobcats are in the hurry-up.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the end route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They'll try the run. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. That's caught. It's Andrews.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Back to pass, it's Washington. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Such great awareness along the sideline and the ability to get that foot down for the catch. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. The ball hits at the 5, and it'll go into the end zone for a touchback. Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. He'll come out throwing on first down. They're trying to get to him. He's going to take off. At the 35, he's got room. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. They'll throw it on first down. Nice move to pick up yardage. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. He's looking for an open man on second down. Finds a spot in the middle. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the first down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. And the diving catch down the right side. Not the most productive half of this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Grabbed over the middle at Stevens. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On second down, wants to throw it. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime.
False start. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, first down. No reason to be too daring, too reckless here, so they'll take a knee and go to halftime all tied up. Typically, you only see this at the end of the game or end of a half. I'm not really sure why we're getting an early peek at victory formation. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, you have been calling a great broadcast today from there in Kalamazoo. And it's been a clinic in fundamental defensive football. Both teams have been relentless and ball hawking, refusing to give an inch. This is the kind of slugfest that real football fans love. Crushing tackles and dudes flying into gaps and passing lanes. A testament to the discipline both of these teams have shown. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Waldo Stadium.
Just about set to put toe to leather as we are deadlocked here in the third. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. How about that alert play from the defense to corral that fumble? Touchdown, Ohio! And the defense doing work. That ball was squirting around on the field, finally corralled by the defense, and they turn it into 6.
And it's so hard defensively. Do I jump on it and make sure I get it, or do I scoop it up and try to make the big play? He chose to scoop it up, and it pays off, makes the big play, gets the touchdown.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here's the handoff. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. He's going to run it. Oh, it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1, and he wasn't able to do that.
Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. From the gun, they'll try the middle. At the 20, he's got space. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. And the Bobcats will hustle to the line. They'll run it on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll put the tight end in motion. Trying to bully their way in. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. Touchdown, Ohio! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown.
Western Michigan, 7.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And that pass picked off. Oh, you could just feel it. He wanted to make that a big return, but his offense will come out and take over at the 44.
And that's the advantage right there of having your dime personnel on the field. You've got an extra DB. You've got an extra guy out there who's really good at covering. So for quarterbacks, you've got to be so good and precise with these passes because they've got speed in the back end. They're able to come away with the pick.
Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah.
Oh, it's on the ground. High ball. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then following on for a massive fumble recovery.
First snap in this drive will come from the 46. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires fires and picked off. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well, and you can tell this defense is dialed.
And that's a live ball. The defense pounced on that, and now they're headed the other way. Across the 25, he's got room. Touchdown, Western Michigan. Not content to get the fumble, they scored with the fumble. The defense striking with a scoop and score touchdown.
And defense is about getting guys to the football. Sometimes you just get that hit, the ball pops out, more guys swarming to the football. Great effort, scoop that thing up, now do some damage with it. You always wanted to play offense anyways. Convert that defensive player, offensive player, give me that 6.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14.
Guys, a battle in the Peach State today. A lot of red and gold in the stands whenever the Yellow Jackets and Dogs have at it. And here's the latest. Georgia was like a 65-man mute button. They went on the road and silenced one of the most vocal crowds in football. And it's clear this Dogs team has adopted the mantra, let your play do the talking. Sure happened today. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bobcats moving quickly to the line. Scanning the field, it's Washington. Spits it out to the back. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Fires toward the target. Complete downfield. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And that's a great lesson for young quarterbacks out there. You don't have to force every football deep down the field. I know it's 3rd and long, and that play definitely is designated to go to a wide receiver somewhere, but hey, check it down to your running backs. These guys are great athletes, and they can make good things happen when you give them the ball in space.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Ohio is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll go right back to the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down. And the Bobcats with the 1st and 10.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
2nd down coming up. From the gun, give on the inside. They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. To the air, it's Washington. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's intercepted. A huge 4th quarter play for this defense.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, 1st down.
Guys, we're about to get another look at this Western Michigan offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow.
And he didn't squeeze it, it's loose. Defense falls on the ball, going to be a turnover.
And turnovers are so pivotal to winning a football game. Last week, man, he put it on the deck as well, and they lost by a possession. This week, you fumble again. Man, you've got to take care of the football. That's always priority number one for every single offense.
Short fields make successful offenses, just what they want here. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now, if we could put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Looking downfield, it's Washington. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Bobcats want to move quickly.
On the play. Third down.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got it in the middle, it's Hendricks. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip and free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
Western Michigan has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They put it on the ground last time they had it. Got to take care of it this time, David.
And I think you've got to put in context. A lot of times fumbles are just luck. You just got to move on, give him the football again, Jesse, and not worry.
I think that's a good point there, David. Get him the ball again to help him play the next play and know that he's okay.
Just keeps moving. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Wants to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40. Back to the air one more time. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's a tough one to swallow, man. You got yourself in a position where you can go tie this football game. You're in a good spot. You're trying to move the ball down the field. Guys trying to make a play. Fumbles the football. Now you got to beg for the defense to somehow give you one more opportunity.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. And the Bobcats will try to run out the clock in the final minute. The offense coughs it up, and they were on the move. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you get the big hit and force the fumble.
The Western Michigan offense ready to go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And what a big play here, and the return takes it back inside the 25.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. The give. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Discards a man. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Give to the running back. Almost got to the sticks on 3rd down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He is stopped short, and isn't that going to make things interesting? No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. He'll start this drive firing. Pressure coming. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the 1st. He wants a big play here late. Makes the catch down the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
A huge play moves it down the field. 1st down.
The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. And he's down, and this game will end on a turnover. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to be that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, it just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take